Yo, for real though, we should just sit here and listen to this music. It's so nice. It's so nice. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's Saturday, and I hope it's a wonderful day for you and everybody that you care about. And I hope that your enemies trip today. Okay, so I don't know what I'm trying to do with this bit. But good morning. Good morning to Tara. Good morning to Christy. Good morning to Oscar. Thank you so much for shouting out Christy. Thank you so much for the bits, Oscar. Good morning, CJ. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I want to show you my shirt that my best friend got me for our friend-iversary. So me and Holland have been best friends for 8 years. And she bought me this shirt as a present. Isn't it cute? So shout out to Holland for my cute new shirt. Don't want to do that. Okay, what we want to do is open up. No. We want game capture, but I don't have the game open yet. I am pro streamer. Good morning, Sydney. How are you doing? One moment. Can you see it now? Oh, it's huge. There. Thank you for shouting out Holland. Okay. What have we done? Whoa, no, 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 stop! I don't want to do the bonus pathway. I don't know what was happening there. This is loud. I'm gonna cut that down. Yes. Wait, what? No, stop! No, wait! I'm breaking everything! Okay. Pro streamer. There is a bonus pathway, which we will eventually do at some point. It's shorter from what I understand, but I don't know because I haven't played it yet. Okay. So we only have one pathway left to go in Cat President 2, and that's with Fe.Line. So that'll be the pathway we do today. So obviously, chat will not be picking the pathway because there's only one left. Ah, so delicious. Okay. What was I trying to do? Endings. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay, so we did Bander's Kaleidoscope, Earl Grey. Oh, wait, what? Fe.Line, Bander's, Kaleidoscope, Mr. Biscuits, Earl Grey, Poopsie, and the bonus. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, we got bad ending with Poopsie because that was the one I played with Jillian. Okay. Return. That's what I was trying to do. Okay. New. I can play a game. I know how to do that. I know how to play games. Good morning, Socks. How do we skip again? Shift. No. Control. Yeah. Oh, this is what we need, though. We need a great name for ourselves. We need a great name for ourselves. Suggestions, chat, for our name today. We had Schlap It Already was our last name. I think Schlappa was one of our names. We had the little baby kitten be Schlappy3 because Schlappy3 for president. Catnip. I think that's a good name. Our name is Catnip. Our loving parents named us catnip. We're skipping through all the stuff we've seen before so that we can pick Fe.Line. Okay. Another drink of coffee. Is audio okay for everybody before we jump in? Audio good. Cool, thank you. All right, here we go. I'm a little bit phlegmy this morning, so I apologize in advance if I'm clearing my throat, because obviously this game is a lot of reading. Okay. In chapter 1, in which we get to know both sides of our candidate. Okay. Good morning, band! How are you? I have been informed that you are going to be my campaign manager. That's right. If we work together, I'm sure Processing. Odds have been lowered by 3%. Excuse me? According to my data, you are a rideshare driver, not a campaign manager. I can only assume that you have never run a political campaign before. It is undesirable to have a manager with no experience. Assuming you do have experience, why would you become a rideshare driver? Answer: you were fired for incompetence and are now struggling to make ends meet. I know, band. They're just all so amazing. Either way, your presence is questionable at best. That is why you joining the campaign has lowered my odds of victory by 3%. Your computer brain must be malfunctioning because we're gonna win this campaign. Do you have a particular strategy in mind for achieving this goal? Well, I'll have to think about it. Processing. Odds have dropped by another 4%. If this continues, I will have to get a new manager. You can't fire me in the first 5 minutes? Then I must ask you, how did you enjoy working for Aaron Purr and Associates? Aaron Purr? Pardon me, are you Aaron Purr, sir? Aaron Purr? It was on your resume, was it not? I believe that job provides the most relevant experience to running a political campaign. Oh, I guess I'd say I learned a lot from Aaron Purr. Incorrect. Excuse me? Your resume states that you worked for Alexander Hamilton, Esquire. Not Aaron Purr and Associates. I have tricked you into admitting your data is corrupted. I can explain. Processing. Odds are plummeting towards 0. Campaign failure imminent. No, just because my stupid guidance counselor lied on my resume, that doesn't mean I can't do the job. If you do not have experience and cannot perform the required duties, why do you desire the job so badly? Well, answer: because you have been saddled with more student debt than you will be able to pay in a standard human lifetime. You need my campaign to succeed so you can survive your crushing financial debt. Is that correct? I can confirm this by checking your financial data. What is your primary bank account number? Okay, yes, I admit it. This job pays way better than being a Uber driver. I want it to succeed just as much as you do. Processing. Answer is logical. Odds of winning have returned to acceptable levels. Welcome to the team, Catnip. Before we begin our work, do you have any questions? Yes, actually, I have a big question. How are you allowed to run for president? No offense, but you aren't even a real cat. You're a robot. I am a robot cat. Okay, but you're still a robot, and robots can't be president. Only cats can be president. Duh. Incorrect. The law specifically states that only cats can run for president. The Supreme Court later defined the law as applying to every type of house cat in existence. Even robot cats? Especially robot cats. Ain't nothing in the rule book says a robot can't be president. That's a direct quote from Chief Justice Goober's majority opinion on the matter. Okay, as long as you're sure this is legal. I've never heard of a robot politician before, that's all. Robotic politicians maybe, but not robot ones. There is no need to fear. The fancy furball party will accept me as a valid candidate. They are, after all, the ones who paid to have me created. They did? Meow! Correct. Their goal was to create the perfect candidate, one who is programmed to win the presidency. I hope I can achieve this lofty ambition. If I am successful, I am sure that every president from here on out will be an autonomous, hard words, dual mode artificial intelligence like me. Dual mode? What does that mean? It would be easier to show you than tell you. Activating Q-Man mode now. Q-Man? Fe.Line curled up into a ball and his robotic parts began to change. The hissing sound of metal plates filled the air as his body expanded and took a different shape. Pretty soon the transformation was finished. Fe.Line, the robot cat, was now... This is my human mode. Wait, does he still talk like a robot? I don't know. The words are not in caps. So I don't know. This is my human mode. Do you like it, catnip? What do you want to say? What? I don't like either of these options. I don't like either of these options. But I don't want to make him upset. Chat, you pick. I don't like either of these options. Number 2. Sounds like you're going for 1 then. Oh, I don't like either of these. CJ says to say it's scary and freaky. Is that the only vote for now? So a cat robot can turn into a good-looking man. In this universe, I suppose that's true. 2 is fine by me. Okay. That is scary and freaky. Please don't. You do not approve of my human form? Oh no, both your forms are great. Who wouldn't want to be the campaign manager for an AI with multiple personalities? I understand by your tone that this is sarcasm. I'm sorry that I have disappointed you. I'm not disappointed, it's a lot for me to take in all at once, that's all. Well, it was not my intention to overstimulate you. You're human, so I thought you would be interested in my human form. Your human form certainly is interesting. Never thought I'd see a robot catman. I'm compelled to warn you that there are a few bugs in human mode that still need to be worked out. First are the personality flaws. Oh, what's wrong with your personality? Human is subject to wild emotions. I'm attempting to correct this error. But I'm not trying too hard. I like having emotions. His eyes are freaking me out. He is purring. And I also like you. What is this? Why is he so close to me? Why does it make me feel so... I think you like me too. I can tell based on your physical reactions. You know, I've never been around a female of my own species before. I wonder if we can... Emotional outburst detected. Unexpected behavior exhibited, changing back to Fe.Line mode. Good morning, Puffy. Human curled up into a ball and began the transformation process in reverse. Soon enough, Fe.Line was standing in front of me again. My apologies. As I said, human mode still has a few bugs that need to be worked out. I will log the errors and attempt to have them corrected. That's okay. No need to work too quickly. I enjoyed getting to see the other side of you. You did? Yes. Is there another side to your personality? Yes, I'm organized and professional, because he's already worried about me. I'm organized and professional. Why, I'm the best young professional in the entire state. Then why are you a rideshare driver and not a CEO? Ouch. I'm very organized when it comes to driving. I didn't make any mistakes picking you up this morning, right? Incorrect. You braked at a yellow light that still had 4.7 seconds left in its cycle. You could have gone through it and saved 4 minutes. That just proves I'm professional. Safe and cautious, that's me. It would appear that I still have much to learn about humans. Don't worry, I'll help teach you, and you can teach me about about you. About you, man! I've never met a robot cat before. Oops, almost said human there. I wonder if I'll get to see him again. Then we shall work together to attain victory. I calculate that this is the start of a formidable political relationship. Or will be a total disaster. I give it a 50-50 chance we fail in the first week. Suddenly I don't feel so good. Chapter 2, in which we start to think seriously about children. In what context? As the evening wore on, the other politicians started getting tipsy. I heard one sobbing about how she was polling at a lower percentage than a milk carton. So we decided to find somewhere quiet to talk campaign strategy. Plus, Fe.Line needed a place where he could recharge, literally. This is a cool place, but what are these pictures? I like the little cat thing in the corner. This is a cool little cafe thing. So what's our next step? All of the candidates will be going to New York, except, well, for the East Coast primary. It will be held in exactly 1 week. And a week later, there's a primary on the West Coast. I remember now. The fancy furballs picked their 6 candidates and whittled the list down to 1, all in under a month. I will interface with the airline's server and book us 2 plane tickets immediately. And I'll do some opposition research. I know the primary season just started today, but maybe I can find something online. Yes, here we go. The Huffington Post. The what? The Huffington Post. This game, y'all. The Huffington Post already has an article that discusses the pros and cons of all the candidates and, what's wrong. The article says the only 2 real candidates are Poopsie and Earl Grey. How am I supposed to tell Fe.Line he's not considered a real candidate? We'll tell him the truth. Lie to his face. I'm sorry, Fe.Line. The news people think you're a joke candidate. They aren't taking your campaign seriously at all. That is unfortunate. Don't take it personally. I think their reporting is a joke. Look at their comparison between the top 2 candidates. Poopsie the 9th, Earl Grey. Pros, not Earl Grey. Cons, Poopsie. Earl Grey. Pros, not Poopsie. Cons, Earl Grey. Fe.Line. Oh, that is a succinct and accurate analysis. I admire their work. However, I am more curious to see what they have to say about me. Okay, fine. It says that Fe.Line is a competent candidate who could likely excel in the day-to-day responsibilities of the office of president. However, he is too cold and distant. Can an unfeeling machine be our president? No. We want someone who is relatable and lovable. Someone we could share a saucer of milk with. The BuzzFeed quality reporting. Relatable and lovable? I do not understand. It sounds like they don't like the fact that you're an emotionless robot. But that is precisely what makes me a good candidate. Look at President DJ Nibbles. He often is foolish and impulsive, and he is guided by his emotions. I am a far superior candidate. I will not let emotions play any role in my decision-making process. But humans aren't like that. Humans aren't emotionless machines. They care about things. They feel love. Most humans, anyway. And that is why humans are not allowed to run the government anymore. Their love is too wild and unpredictable. It's dangerous. Is that what you think of me? I'm a human, so I'm wild and unpredictable? Correct. You lied on your resume to get a job you are unprepared for. That is entirely unpredictable. But in this case, unpredictability might be an asset. Following the typical campaign route only gives me a 36% chance of success. I need an unpredictable manager like you to come up with atypical ideas for this campaign. You want wild and zany ideas? Here's one. Set yourself up as the anti-DJ Nibbles candidate by breaking into the White House and pulling his tail. I am not programmed for violence, and furthermore, attacking the sitting president is a strategy employed by 100% of all challengers. It is not atypical. Atypical? That word sounds really weird. That was a joke, not a serious suggestion, but maybe if you made jokes more often, people would think you're more lovable. So this is the third robot cat. Oh yeah, we have Suki and the robot in Deadly Device. That's true. I can attempt to make such a joke. How many auditors does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know. How many? It depends on how many did it last year. Ha ha. The joke, like auditors, depends on the prior fiscal year's results in order to work. Okay, so jokes are out. Let's, Do you want to tell people about your human mode? You might carry the human vote if people think you're half human. I am not half human. Please do not suggest such a thing because it could get me disqualified from the race. As I said, my human mode has bugs that need correction. Okay, we'll ignore human, although that is literally the most interesting thing about you. I have another idea. A photo shoot. A photo shoot? Yes, we get your picture taken with something cute and adorable like kittens. That'll contradict the image of you as distant and emotionless. Are you sure this is a good idea? There is no record in my data banks. Data banks? Not database? I guess you could have banks of data as a computer of a previous candidate doing something like this. Plenty of other politicians lick babies and shake paws. This will work because it's wild and unpredictable, just like you wanted. That is correct. Thank you for your help, Catnip. Processing. Processing. It is now at 84%. Are those the odds of you winning the campaign? No, that is my confidence level in you. I truly believe you are the one who can help me become the first robot president of the United States of America. Thanks, Fe.Line. That was really nice of him. He may look like a robot and act like a robot, but I think he's got a little bit of a heart inside him somewhere. All I have to do is bring that heart out, and everyone will love him. How is he? The framing of this is a little bit confusing. It kind of seems like he's outside of the plane window. The two of us flew to New York together where I booked a shoot at a photography studio. I decided to go with... Well, we don't want to be fiscally irresponsible. But we also don't want to get crappy pictures. So... I guess worst case scenario, we could get the pictures taken, and if we don't like them, we wouldn't have to use them, right? I wonder if the game would give us that choice. So I'm guessing I'll go with the one offering half price. There's a studio offering half price pictures to all presidential candidates. That is an oddly specific clientele. You're telling me. I don't think we have enough campaign funds to turn down a great offer like this, though. Processing. Financial analysis indicates you are correct. We shall get the half-price photographs. We're gonna get Fe.Line a human heart, just like the Tin Man. I like the Tin Man. We arrived outside the photography studio at 10 a.m. Little did we know that another candidate had also decided to take advantage of this incredible deal. Hey, if it isn't Feed the Mime. My name is Fe.Line, Mr. Biscuits. Your name is Fe.Line, Mr. Biscuits. What a coincidence. Mr. Biscuits is my name too. Ha ha ha. Yeah, it's Schlappy 3.
Dad, do you always have to make such corny jokes?
Just try to make friends with my competition. Hey, come on, buddy. Let's see a smile. My programming does not allow me to smile. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. So, you're here to get your picture taken with your kittens too? No, I don't think that... Fe.Line, do you have kittens? Are you asking about my reproductive capabilities? Because I am fully functional and... Too much information! Do you have kittens? Yes or no? I do not. That's a shame. Kittens are great. More importantly, though, if you don't have kittens, it means you'll have to borrow one for the photo shoot.
You can't borrow me! I'm taking pictures with my daddy!
Fortunately, I foresaw this difficulty and hired a kitten actor to help us. Ah, here he is now.
Hey, moron!
Are
Are you the bleeping idiots who hired me to be in your picture? I'm here. Give me the bleeping money.
That has to be the scariest cat I've ever seen. No, I've seen Champagne. She's still scarier. Chapter 3, in which we regret everything. From your silence, I take it that you approve of my choice of model catnip.
Of course she approved. Everyone loves Killer McGill's. Except for that loser whose car I totaled last week. That'll teach him to talk bleep about me.
Have a good day at work, puppy. Thanks for popping in. Error. I do not understand. Cats are not allowed to drive cars for safety reasons.
Hey, Killer McGill's is a tiger, a bleeping lion. I'm not gonna let some stupid laws stop me from getting what I want. And what I want right now is my money. You better pay up sooner or I'll claw your eyes out.
As per the terms of our agreement, you will be paid after the photo shoot has been successfully completed.
That's not good enough. I got a hot date tonight and I need the money now. You regret this, you robot. Bleep.
Fe.Line, can I talk to you before you start the photos? You may. Is there a problem? Yes, there's a problem. The kitten you hired seems to be a violent maniac. I, too, have some concerns about his behavior. I hope Killer will not cause any trouble. Sorry, 1 second. Then why? Why did you hire him? Oh, typo. Then why did you hire him in the first place? He's not even that cute. Heck, I'm cuter than he is. Aren't I? I was merely following your example in selecting a cheap photographer. This was the cheapest model I could find. I assumed you would approve of my frugality. Maybe he should have done a background check first. Maybe you should have done a background check first. I did not think of that. I shall perform backgrounds checks. Backgrounds checks? Oh no, another typo? Oh no! In the future. Good, I'd hate to have the campaign get derailed because we hired someone incompetent without checking their credentials first. Me excluded, of course. Whoops. My apologies. It was another 30 minutes or so before the photographer finished taking Mr. Biscuit's pictures. Then it was our turn. Fe.Line and Killer made an odd pair, that's for sure. Excuse me. You're too far apart. Try wrapping your foreleg around the kitten. Very well.
Hey, get your paws off me, freak!
I am merely following the instructions of the...
That's it, bleep hole! The claws are coming out, rah!
Activating self-defense mode. Do you wish to continue? Select yes or no. No, no!
I'm gonna tear out your processor!
Oh no, this is... My head hurt badly. I took a step backwards and found myself falling to the floor as the entire world went fuzzy. Catnip, are you functioning properly?
Hey, she fell asleep. I'm gonna take her wallet.
I woke up the next day in the hospital. Wow, this is a wild ride. You're awake, thank goodness. Huh? Human? Yes, it's me. Do you remember what happened? No, not really. Where am I? You collapsed during the photo shoot. I brought you here to the hospital so you could be treated. It's been over 24 hours. I thought you might never wake up. You love waking up in the hospital? You have some weird hobbies.
I've
been unconscious for over a day? Yes, and it's been terrible. Waiting. I don't want you to be broken, Catnip. You're the only person who treats me like a fellow human. What is this scene? You have judgmental hobbies. Oh! Oh, snap! Called out on the internet. Dang. I'm sorry for judging your hobbies of waking up in hospitals. I'm sorry. We'll be nice to him, I guess. That's sweet. I think you're a nice person, too. Are you talking about me or about my feline mode? Both of you, I suppose. Obviously, I spend more time with Fe.Line, but I have no reason to assume anything bad about you. Thanks. I'm glad you don't assume anything bad about me. Why are you in human mode anyway? Unforgiven. Oh, no. This is a human hospital. I could not get in as Fe.Line, so I turned into a human and pretended to be your relative. Oh, that makes sense. I apologize for the deception, but I had to make sure you were still okay. I have certain feelings about you. Oh my, does that mean, what kind of feelings? I shouldn't describe them. I don't even know how to describe them, since I've never had feelings before. Let's just say they are less than professional. I knew it. He totally has a crush on me. But don't worry, I shall endeavor to maintain a proper business relationship with you at all times. Pose like this. Proper business relationship. If my feelings ever get out of control, I will revert back to Fe.Line mode like I did last time. In fact, if we were not in the hospital, I probably would have switched modes already. I don't follow you. Just looking at you is enough to send my sweat modules into overdrive. I cannot process why. This did not happen to me earlier. Why am I malfunctioning like this? I don't think you're malfunctioning, human. This is perfectly normal behavior for humans. I know it must be scary since it's your first time having feelings, but sometimes... You know what to call my feelings? Please tell me what it is. No, don't. Now I am feeling regret for interrupting you. I know the feeling of regret. But what possible feeling could I have toward an attractive woman like yourself? Attraction is the right word to use here because I think you might have a... Miss Catnip, good! You're awake! Oh, why do I keep getting interrupted? I should leave. Wait, before you go, can you tell me how the photo shoot went? I sent the video to your phone. It was not good. Shame. That's what I feel now, a most terrible feeling. You have a very devoted brother, Catnip. He's been sitting by your side almost the whole time since you were brought here. He has? Yes, now that you're awake, I'm gonna take a blood sample and check your vitals. Can I use my phone while you do that? Of course, it shouldn't interfere. While the doctor checked to make sure I was okay, I opened the video that Fe.Line had sent me. It was a clip from the news program, dated last night. This is Olaf, the Norwegian forest cat, reporting on the Fancy Furball primaries. Things have started to heat up as all 6 candidates have come to the East Coast ahead of the vote. We'll discuss each of the candidates in turn, starting with the disaster that was the Fe.Line photo shoot. Uh-oh. Fe.Line was allegedly trying to make campaign photos with a kitten when the robot went berserk. Pictures of Fe.Line attacking the poor, sweet little kitten later went viral on Litter. We have an exclusive interview with the kitten coming up later tonight, but here's a brief preview. Can you tell us exactly what happened? Wait a second. I just realized that this picture, the background picture, is my room. It's the room I'm sitting in right now. And when I took pictures for this game, I took them in front of this screen, and Paul cut me out of them. So he must have used the background as the photo shoot set. So like I was standing like here when I took pictures for this game in the for the Banders pathway, and I sent the pictures to Paul, and he cut me out of the white background, of course. So he must have used the background for the photo shoot set. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I just realized that. I was like, wait a second, why does this look familiar to me? It's because, like, that's my window that's like right here. And I'm sitting along this wall right here beside the window right now. Like, this is where my stream setup is, but like the screen was set up like this. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I don't remember if Paul had asked me about that or not. I have this very vague memory where he was maybe like, hey, could I use the picture of your screen for something? But that's so funny.
Hey, I'm totally bleeping innocent here. Fe.Line's a maniac. He attacked me for no reason. It's because he's an evil bleeping robot. You can't trust him.
And voters seem to agree with this traumatized kitten. Fe.Line has dropped precipitously in the polls. The only candidate who has had a larger change in their polling numbers was Mr. Biscuits, who shot straight to the top after a successful photo shoot with his own darling kitten. Voters are clearly connecting with the self-styled family man. One thing is clear. Fe.Line is in serious trouble. Unless he can do something to save his campaign, he will most likely have to drop out of the race at the end of the week. Drop out of the race? Chapter 4, in which we get some unexpected bad news. I felt awful. The photo shoot was my was my idea. Shoop, there it is. No, that's not the right words, is it? Not only did it hurt Fe.Line's campaign, but it helped one of his opponents. It was a disaster, and that's not even taking into account the fact that I ended up in the hospital. I must be the worst campaign manager ever. I was about to check other websites to see how they covered the event when I noticed some breaking news. Let's look at these. The Huffy Tom Post top stories. 2 celebrities are kissing. Whoa. Cookies actually good for you, says science. I like this one, especially because there's 3 O's in cookies. Mr. Biscuits hospitalized. Cat game sells millions. Search continues for missing Senator Kale. Uh-oh, millennials are killing pants. Update, put down the cookies now. Okay. Sheesh, what a copycat. I tapped on the Cookie Crisp, yeah. I tapped on the story. Earlier today, presidential candidate Mr. Biscuits was hospitalized after being attacked by an unknown assailant. Initial doctor reports confirm multiple tailbone fractures. While Mr. Biscuits is expected to live, the injury has brought an immediate end to his presidential campaign. His manager confirmed that he has dropped out of the running. The police say they have no leads, but they believe the attack was politically motivated. Someone attacked Mr. Biscuits right after he took the lead in the polls? That's not good. No, not good at all. Oh, I forgot you were here, Doctor. Tell me, Miss Catnip, have you had any contact with any artificially intelligent automata in the last 2 weeks? No, wait, do you mean robots? Then yes, why? Well, this may be difficult for you to hear, but based on your test results, you might have panleukopenia. Panleukopenia. Excuse me? I have what now? Robot panleukopenia virus, or RPV, is a virus that was once the leading cause of system crashes and hardware failures in automata. In rare cases, RPV can be passed on to humans. I believe that's the disease you contracted. Oh my gosh! Is there a cure? In robots, yes. With the right coding and firewalls, the virus can be contained. Cookies are good for you. Cookies are good for you. But I ate my last chocolate chip cookie last night. You better get some more for health. For health! But you can't code humans. No, you can't. No matter how much I'd like to reprogram my mother-in-law. In humans, RPV is fatal. No! I'm afraid so. You have 6 months left to live. maybe less, depending on when you contracted the disease. 6 months! But that's October. The election is in November. I won't lie to you, Miss Catnip. If you have RPV, there is no chance you will be alive by election day. But I might not have it, right?
We won't know for sure. Until I send your results in for analysis. We won't know for sure.
Sim. I'm sorry. Doc, please! The blood sample came back positive both times they checked it. I have robot panleukopenia virus. I'm gonna die in 6 months. If it doesn't take a genius to know how I got the virus, and Fe.Line must have passed it on to me. By picking him as a client, I signed my own death warrant. Catnip, I see you have returned from the hospital. Since they did not keep you for treatment and you show no visible signs of illness, I can only deduce that you have been cured. Oh no. I hope dying is the good ending. What do we do? Do we tell him the truth, or do we pretend like everything is fine? Choose dying. Okay. I'm dying, Fe.Line. The doctor says I have RPV. Robot panleukopenia virus, but the odds of a human contracting that disease are... I don't care what the odds are. The doctors say I have the disease and I'm going to die in 6 months. Do you have any idea how you contracted the disease? Gee, let me think. The only robot I've been spending time with is you, Fe.Line. I cannot have given you the disease. My antivirus software is up to date. I will check the internet for more information. This game hits every emotion. It does. Whiskerpedia indicates the most common way humans get the disease is through sharing unclean needles with robots. Perhaps you have done that recently? Are you seriously suggesting that I'm doing drugs with random robots? What is wrong with you? Processing. Perhaps it was someone on the flight here, a robot who does not have all their shots yet. Robots get shots to prevent diseases? Now you're just making stuff up. I don't understand anything about this. Actually, I know a great deal about robot diseases, but I cannot tell you. I do not wish to spread it around. Ha ha. I am attempting humor in order to cheer you up. Whoops. Well, that's one good thing about dying in 6 months. I won't have to hear your jokes anymore. Ouch! Ouch! We just picked death over jokes. Bad jokes. We just picked death over bad jokes. Rough. It is a good thing I do not have feelings, otherwise they would have been hurt by that statement. I'm sorry. I know you'd never try to kill me on purpose, but I'm honestly feeling pretty bleepy right now. I have an idea where Catnip got the disease, but I'm probably wrong. Oh no, well, we'll see. When they reveal it, if we find out, you'll have to tell us if you were right or not. Do you truly believe that I am responsible for your disease? Do we think he's responsible for the disease? No, we don't. We don't think it is? Okay. No. I think the kitten is responsible. Which one? Schlappy 3 or the one that stole our wallet? I trust this robot implicitly. Okay. No. You said you don't have the disease. Oh, the attitude one. And I believe you. You would never lie to me, right? I am incapable of lying. That is how I was programmed. It is one of the benefits of being a robot. But wait. But he lied to the doctor. He changed to human form and said that he was our brother. So he lied to the doctor. but I would not lie to you even if I could. You are my campaign manager. You don't want to lie to me because I'm your boss. That is only part of it. I believe you humans would say that I am fond of you. Human certainly seems to enjoy your company. Yes, I know. He made that very clear. My misplaced trust. Maybe human form can lie. That's true. Wait, can human get RPV? He's human just like me. If I indeed have the disease, then yes, human will have RPV too. I will have to get us both tested right away. And if the tests come back negative, that means you don't have it. Yes, although the testing is a bit more complicated in my case, as I do not have blood like you do. They will need to remove my chest piece, and that's enough. Just let me know as soon as you find out, okay? I certainly will. That way I will know for sure if Fe.Line gave me this disease. I really hope not, but still, I can't erase this doubt from my mind. Let's change the subject. Did you hear about Mr. Biscuits? Yes, it is good for our campaign that the leading candidate has forfeited the race. I will raise my anticipations 100-fold and become my party's leading man. Yes, but it's horrible that someone attacked him. I hope they find whoever did this. As do I. If someone out there is targeting political candidates, odds are that I could be a victim at some point. Some point? You don't think you're in danger right now? It depends on the culprit's motive. If someone is attacking politicians indiscriminately, then yes, I am currently in danger. But if someone attacked Mr. Biscuits specifically because he is the leading candidate, then I am not in danger. The new leading candidate is processing. Banders. Do you think he attacked Mr. Biscuits to get himself in first place? That possibility cannot be eliminated. He would not be the first politician to use underpod means to sabotage his opponents. I don't know. Banders seemed like a nice cat. A little strange, yeah, and probably hitting the catnip too much, but I don't think he'd attack someone for political gain. I do not believe any of my opponents are dishonorable enough to resort to physical violence in order to ensure their victory. Still, I will have to keep a close eye on them during the debate. That's right, there's a debate with all the candidates coming up in a few days. We'll have to prepare for it by incorrect. Incorrect? No, that's correct. We have to prepare for the debate. You misunderstand. I am saying the debate is not in a few days. It is tonight. Dang, Bander's hitting the catnip. That's you. It's true. Tonight? Yeah, we were in the hospital for over 24 hours, remember? Chapter 5, in which we get ready to rumble. It's time for the debate in the Empire State, brought to you by the Fe.Line Wrestling Federation. Tonight we have 5 presidential candidates about to throw it all down. Our candidates will go nose to nose and tail to tail to see who deserves your vote. Expect the claws to come out and the fur to fly. Our first competitor, the presumptive heir to the presidential throne. Please welcome Pummeling Poopsie the Ninth. Winning is my family bloodline. I will destroy those pathetic nobodies. Our next challenger, from parts unknown, weight unknown, brains unknown, it's Banders the Basher!
You're going down, Poopsie. I'm gonna put you in a suplex and make you eat my kitty litter.
The only kitty litter I see is what's coming out of your mouth. Oh, our candidates are already raring to start the debate. But let's bring out the other contenders first. Meet the oldest candidate ever, the gregarious Earl Grey. I don't know what that means. Why are my alerts not making any noises anymore? I need to check those. Thank you so much for subbing at 9 months, Spartan. I really appreciate it. I need to check my alerts, but I've been so lazy. I need to check a lot of them, but I've been so lazy to do that, and I always forget. Thank you so much, Spartan. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. He'll have you seeing stars, literally. It's the crazy kaleidoscope. Vote for me, or at least buy my movies. Well, welcome to the waking world. And finally, the robot cat who was caught on camera attacking a kitten earlier this week. Welcome, the Mad Machine, Fe.Line. My host alert doesn't even work anymore? Oh, dang. Alright, I gotta prioritize higher my alert fixing. I'll try to maybe do that today. I maintain that fight was an accident. I did not purposely set out to harm a kitten.
Well, you're gonna get hurt tonight, loser. I don't put up with kitten scratches, and neither does the audience. Yeah, let's get him! Let's go poop! Let's go poop!
Okay, let's get started with the first one-on-one debate between Poopsie and Beth.
No, I told you I'm going to beat Fe.Line. For every punch he landed on that poor kitten, I'm going to pay him back triple.
I can't believe it! Poopsie has grabbed Fe.Line and dragged him into the ring. This is not at all how I expected this night to go.
This is awesome! This is awesome!
I knew we should have accepted the debate with the news network, not Fe.Line Wrestling Federation. This is a disaster. First question. Poopsie, what is your plan for the Department of Education?
First, I just want to say that Fe.Line is an ugly bucket of faults. I could barely stand to look at
something. Ha ha. I find that amusing. It is far too dark for you to see anything because you are living in your grandmother's shadow.
Ooh! Yeah, well, I heard your prom date was a dirty old can of engine oil.
That is correct. My prom date was your mother.
Oh!
And to answer your question, Poopsie's plan is to decrease educational funding by 25%. And they say I am the one who dislikes kittens. Why do you want to close their schools?
But how did you know that?
Your plans are as predictable as they are misguided. Let me explain what a real president would do. Snap! To say Fe.Line dominated Poopsie in the debate would be an understatement. He had a comeback for every insult that Poopsie threw at him. He also capitalized on every error in Poopsie's plans. I've never seen such a well-prepared candidate. By the time their 15 minutes were up, the crowd was cheering Fe.Line's name. Fe.Line, you did great in the debate. It's almost like you knew what Poopsie was going to say ahead of time. I did know that. What? I hacked his computer before the debate. It was quite simple. His password is 2D_ arrow LA bracket TH this thing bracket ANB. What do we think about him hacking the hacking Poopsie's computer? It is technically cheating. Do we approve? I don't know. What do we think? What do we think, chat? I think it. You think not, you mean? I don't understand. Both options are equally compelling. It's true. I've been playing it kind of honest. Let's go honest. That's cheating. He didn't know what your policies are in advance. He would if he checked my website. There's a difference between checking someone's website and stealing private data off their computer. But he would surely do the same thing to me if given the opportunity. That doesn't make it right. Please promise me you won't do this again, okay? I promise. I will use a different strategy against my next opponent, Earl Grey. You have a strategy for defeating Earl Grey? What is it? I have downloaded the text of every speech he has given in his career. Ignoring minor stylistic changes, he repeats himself over 40% of the time. I will use predictive text analysis in order to determine his answers to the questions. So you're only guessing what his answers will be instead of stealing them? That's better, I suppose. I am glad you approve. Fe.Line's new strategy proved surprisingly effective. Earl Grey barely got a chance to give his own statements before the robot cat pounced. What do you think about the economy?
We need an economy that works for the people. I know. I come from humble beginnings. My grandfather was a service cat who
worked for 20 years for his children. I know what it is like to make sacrifices for your family. Pause for applause. That is why I am working for the working cats.
That's not what I was gonna say. I mean, that is what I was gonna say, but I was gonna say it in a much more eloquent way, just like President
Waffles, whom you met as a kitten. The event inspired you to enter into politics, and you hope to uphold President Waffles' great legacy. You have told this story before, 64 times.
Quit implying I'm predictable. My campaign manager told me that
you should drop out of the race immediately because Fe.Line is a far superior candidate with faster processing skills, more memory, and also I am extremely handsome.
This is stupid. Forget this debate. I'm taking a cat nap.
But we still have 10 minutes left to go! Do not fear. I shall fill the time by reciting all the digits of pi. That will certainly entertain and delight. I talked with Fe.Line afterwards. Wow, that worked even better than the debate against Poopsie. I agree that my performance has been a success. A brief search of social media indicates my name is being used more and more often. All you have to do is ace the next round, and you'll be king of the purring. You'll be sure to win in the upcoming election. I hope you are correct. I have one question, though. Why did you talk about being extremely handsome? That's an odd thing for you to mention. Earl Grey mentioned his human campaign manager, so I checked what my human mode would say. Was he incorrect? Do you not think he's handsome? Sure. Yes, he's handsome in a hunky sort of way, I guess, if you're into guys that are very, very hot, I mean. Why would I say that? That's such a dumb thing to say. Please clarify your statement. I would rather not, really. Anyway, you should be preparing for the third round of the debate. Good luck. Go get him, tiger. I am not a tiger. I am a robot cat. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. It's the Battle Royale. All 5 candidates answering questions at the same time. Will they crack under the pressure? The first question goes to Fe.Line. What would you like to say to all the non-talking cats who are watching this debate? I have nothing to say to them. They are not allowed to vote due to their limited brain power. Therefore, they are irrelevant to this campaign. Did he just say he hates all non-talking cats? What a bigot! Oh, okay, I don't know anything about WWE. Is this why you attacked that kitten? If someone can't vote for you, then you don't care about them? You're a monster.
What can you expect from a robot? He's incapable of actual compassion. That's terrible. If you hate non-talking cats, I'd bet my kitchen drawer full of expired coupons that you hate other good things like whisker massages.
Boo! Down with Fe.Line! Down with Fe.Line! Oh no! Chapter 6, in which we try to figure out where we went wrong. Well, I think I could probably pinpoint the moment. Have you ever been body slammed by 4 presidential candidates? Because that's what happened to our campaign. Fe.Line answered his next 2 questions well, but it was too late. All the other candidates thoroughly trashed him in their answers, and there was a fair amount of social media backlash. I waited until we were back at the hotel before I talked to Fe.Line about it. Can't believe you said non-talking cats are irrelevant. What are you thinking? It's a true statement. Non-talking cats are non-voting cats. Trying to appeal to the non-talking cat demographic is pointless. I get your point, but you didn't have to make it seem like you hate them. I do not hate them. I am incapable of feeling. Well, I have feelings, and now I'm feeling angry. Your callous remark could have ruined our entire campaign. At this point, you have accused several different things of ruining our campaign. I must believe you are either foolish, or exaggerating, or both. That does it. Go away, Fe.Line. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I cannot leave. This is my hotel room. Leave! As you wish. Fe.Line took 3 steps backwards, then began the familiar transformation into his other mode. Oh my gosh, Catnip, I can't believe what happened today. I'm so sorry. See, that is the response I was expecting. Something more along the lines of not blaming me. Fe.Line may not have feelings, but I do. I feel guilt. Guilt for hurting our campaign, but more importantly for hurting you. It's not your fault. It darn sure is. What if I'm the one who gave you RPV? That means it's my fault you're going to... Oh, I can't even say it. I could barely stand to live my life if you weren't in it. You're the most important person to me. Do you know how many other people care about me? No one else. I think that's a mean thing to say, though. I think it's a mean thing to say. But we're being truthful, right? You're making it sound like I'm the only one who cares about you. Because you are. How many people know about you? I mean, your human mode, anyway. Not many. I'm Fe.Line 99% of the time, and I rarely stay as human for more than a minute. That's not true. The doctor said you spent a lot of time in the hospital waiting for me to wake up. That was the longest I've ever been in human mode, and it was because of you, Catnip. I needed to see that you were okay with my own eyes, not with Fe.Line's. They're definitely the same creepy glowing blue eyes, but point taken. I just wish these emotions, I do not understand them. Can I hug you? Perhaps that would help my emotional state. Yes? Human wrapped his strong arms around me and pulled me close. I gasped slightly at his touch. He didn't feel like a robot. He felt real. Robots are real? I don't understand the sentence. This is so weird. Oh my gosh. I could feel his concern, his fear, all of it, washing out as he held me in his arms. All too quickly, he let me go. I must get myself tested for RPV now. See you later, Catnip. Goodbye. What the heck? He left the room. I sat down on the bed, unsure of how to feel. How could Fe.Line and human be the same person? Fe.Line was so infuriating, but human was so wonderful. The only problem is that he's not actually a human. He's a cat, a robot cat. And if Fe.Line had his way, all of humans' emotions would be wiped permanently. He thinks emotions are bugs, but he's wrong. They're features, and I think he has them deep down. I just need to find a way to bring them out before the public votes him out. The good news is that Fe.Line seemed to realize his mistake on his own. Because the next morning... Catnip, I wish to apologize for my behavior yesterday. There is a 95% chance that I was in error to call you foolish. I accept your apology. Thank you. I need to remember that you are significantly older than I am, and you have more experience with the outside world. Don't be offended. Don't be offended. How old are you anyway? I was first activated 3.75 months ago. Oh wow, I had no idea. Geez, I wish everyone matured as quickly as he did. I spent a good deal of time yesterday pondering what I did wrong. I think the problem is that I am not fully a cat, a robot, or a human. I am a strange mixture of all three. I will never be a cat, no matter how hard I try. Human will never be a human, no matter how hard I try. I believe that is the reason why I shun or disregard other species. It's not that I'm jealous of cats or humans. I cannot feel jealousy. It is more like a measure of self-preservation, if you will. I know. Cradle robber over here. Ew. That's an interesting way to think about it, I guess. Do you wish you were a real cat? No. I cannot become a real cat, so it is pointless for me to wish to do so. Yeah, but pretend a magical blue fairy gave you a chance to become a real cat. Would you do it? Processing. Processing. Yes. Becoming a real cat would improve my chances of becoming president by 79%. It would be a worthwhile change. I wasn't asking because I thought it would help the campaign. Then what was the purpose of your query? Never mind. Let's try a different scenario. Let's pretend a magical blue fairy gave you the chance to become a real cat or a real human. Which would you choose? Humans cannot become president, therefore I would forget the president stuff. I'm asking about you. What would you personally like to be? Cat or human? Both. I will be a cat, and human will be a human. Both wasn't one of the options. It's either one or the other. That is illogical. Why can the fairy do one or the other, but not both? There is no reason to impose such limitations on the magical blue fairy's powers. Furthermore, you did not clarify what type of animal I would become. Would I still be a male cat? Would I be a young boy? Would I be a lady or a tiger? Forget it. Let's go back to talking about political stuff. As you wish. The East Coast primary is today. The preliminary exit polls indicate that my chances of winning are high. Wait, really? You mean the debate actually boosted your popularity? It would appear so. Banders and I are currently projected to win 27% of the vote, with a 3% margin of error. It is safe to say he and I will win first and second place. That's great. When do the polls close? 11 hours, 32 minutes, and 12 seconds. Let's not break open the calculation. It's because he was doing math. Let's not break open the celebration campaign. Wow, the celebration champagne quite yet. Still, I can't believe we're even still in the running. I thought that debate was the end of it. Everyone was clearly impressed by the accuracy of my answers, my ability to outmaneuver my opponents, and the quality of my ideas. Also, the TV station says most people stopped watching the debate after the first commercial break. Ah, that would explain it. Fe.Line Chapter 7, in which we make our daytime television debut. We only have 4 chapters left. Voting day. Good morning, Britt. Did you see my messages? Voting day was eventful as the entire eastern half of the country decided which fancy furball candidate they wanted to see run against President DJ Nibble's re-election campaign. Believe it or not, Mr. Biscuits came in second to last place, even though he had already dropped out of the race. His success was due to early voters and some sarcastic protest voters. Yeah, I was like, well, there goes my theories. Thank you for shouting out, Britt. Kaleidoscope came in last place, and he was so ashamed he lost to someone who wasn't even running that he immediately... I know, that was funny. He immediately suspended his campaign with a tearful video on YouTube. Poopsie edged out Earl Grey by a few thousand votes, but they both got only 5%. As predicted, Banders and Fe.Line were the 2 big winners. You came in second place, that's fantastic. He defeated me by 7.14%. That is not good news for our campaign. Are you kidding? It's great! This is practically a 2-cat race now. All we have to do is beat Banders in the West Coast primary next week, and you'll be president in 2 yanks of a cat's tail. Your enthusiasm is noted. However, I am not sure if I have what it takes to defeat Banders. He is quite unpredictable. Oh, okay, no worries. How do you respond? You'll do fine. I believe in you. I appreciate your support, but this remains a precarious situation. How so? Historical polling data indicates Banders is the candidate that I performed the worst against. This means he could be my toughest opponent. That's where I come in. Kaleidoscope? What are you doing here? I thought you dropped out of the race. I know I did, but that doesn't mean I can't help you too. I came here to offer you my support. Processing. It is inadvisable to accept help from a failed candidate. If you had good ideas, you wouldn't have lost the election. Ouch, you're worse than that commenter who said my acting was as dull as eating dry paint. Dry paint? What? Just like licking it off the walls? Yikes, who said that? Anders did. He killed my poll numbers. Now I want to help you to get back at him. Well, as long as you're doing it for the right reasons. See, I'm a major celebrity. I have connections. I can get you a valuable exposure, like a guest appearance on The Mew. The Mew? Are you serious? Hey, sweetheart, would I lie to you? I was scheduled to appear on the show next week, but I want you to take my place. This is a major opportunity, Fe.Line. We should take it. Agreed. I give you my thanks, Kaleidoscope. I have only one question before I accept your generous offer. Just scrape that dry paint off the wall. Delicious. What's your question? What is The Mew? Is that an educational series on how to improve your purr? You gotta be kidding me. It's only the most popular political show in America after Scratch the Nation and Shut Up You're Wrong. I want to watch Shut Up You're Wrong. That sounds like a wild time. Processing. Chances of failure are greater than 70%, I should say. We'll take the job. Thanks, Kaleidoscope. No problem. I'll email you all the details. What's your address? Kaleidoscope pulled out his phone and sent us everything we needed. Once he was gone, Fe.Line turned on me. Why did you do that? Do what? Do not play dumb with me. I have calculated your IQ, and therefore I am not fooled. Why did you accept the interview on my behalf when I did not want to take it? Wow, look at these options. Because I thought it would be good for our campaign, or because I don't care about your feelings. He doesn't have feelings, so I feel like that's an irrelevant question. Right? He only has feelings as human. Human, or whatever, however you're supposed to say it. Rude, not Dan. Oh man, that was a good stretch. Oh, that felt good. Okay. I thought it would be good for the campaign. We want to win no matter what, remember? But I am not programmed for talk show appearances. I am extremely likely to make a mistake. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll do fine. What's the worst that could happen? Someone hacks my programming and makes me explode. Oh. I know. It was sneaky of me to sign Fe.Line up for this without his consent, but if he had seen the show before, I'm sure he would have agreed. The Mew is great. And so it was that 3 days later, Fe.Line appeared on national television in his first major talk show appearance. And welcome back to The Mew, the political talk show with commentary so hard-hitting last week's guest had to go to the hospital.
Not my fault, he deserved it.
Still, we're glad that you made bail. Before we get started.
And I'm Lil Stinker.
I haven't introduced anyone yet.
That's okay, I'm just trying to get my name out there for all the fans.
Of course, we all love the fans.
I have to go to the bathroom. Could someone take me out?
We just took you out before we started taping. There's no way you have to go again.
Yeah, why can't you use a litter box like everyone else? I think it's awful the way we all have to share a litter box backstage, even the human.
It's fine, guys. This guy is just Dave. Like, we've got Sprinkles, Bulldozer, Lil Stinker, I don't remember the dog's name, and Dave. We'll be talking more about this country's bathroom conditions during the 4th hour of our show, but for 4th hour? But first, introductions. I'm Sprinkles, and I'm the main host because I won the coin flip backstage.
I'm Bulldozer, the host who gets angry and yells at everyone because it's good for ratings.
Oh, Nugget, yeah.
I'm Lil Stinker, the pretty one who never has any idea what she's talking about. I try not to let that get in my way.
I'm Dave. I'm the only human who works on this show. I think I was hired by accident.
And I'm Nugget, a good boy. A good boy. I only just learned how to talk yesterday. Bark!
Welcome back from Computer World. Today we have a very special guest. Please welcome Fe.Line, one of the major presidential candidates. Hello, it is good to be here. So, Fe.Line, is it true that...
Shut up, you're not a real cat, you're just a computer. Maybe you should shut up, Bulldozer, you're just a jerk.
Hey, come on, folks, let's settle down now. I am confused. In the script you sent me, the first question was about economics.
See, that's the thing I don't understand. Why does economics talk about wires and light switches all the time? It's confusing. That's electronics. Economics is the study of plants.
That's ecology. Economics is the person who tests you for diabetes and thyroid problems.
Idiot, that's endocrinologist. Economics is the study of bugs.
That's etymologist. Economics is when you study the stars. Processing, confirmed. Agreeing to appear on this show was a critical mistake. None of you are following your lines. This is my favorite bit.
It's called improvising, you idiot.
Oh, I am not programmed for improvising. I shall compensate by running my random dialogue generator. Random dialogue generator? I am allergic to cheese. Fear me. What?
What's that supposed to mean?
Flutes and spaghetti are an inspiration to this nation's mice. We shall not worm the towering stake under the sun.
I don't know most of those words, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't make any sense. Whew.
The clammy fruit amuses the hot club. The burly cappuccino must follow the angelic battle whenever the clown eats cheeseburger socks.
Oh wow, I totally agree. This guy really gets it. Shut up now or I'll beat you up like that kitten did in New York.
It is a tale of two kitties, which makes one faint.
That doesn't eat my fist, butthead.
No, not again.
I can't hold it anymore.
Ah. And that's how Fe.Line was assaulted on national television. I guess signing him up for the show was a mistake after all. Chapter 8, in which we get some news from the hospital. Oh yeah, because we're dying in 6 months. You missed that part, Britt, but we have RPV, which is some sort of robot disease, and we will die in 6 months. So, that was another tidbit. I wasn't able to be there the day that Fe.Line was on the Mew. I was at the hospital getting the results of my blood work. Well, doctor, is it good news? Oh, it's Dr. Nom-Noms from Game 1. I thoroughly examined both blood samples. Which one do you want me to discuss first? Oh, that's a good question. I guess us. We should find out if we have RPV. What's the result of my test? I'm sorry to say it, but you have RPV. So, that's it then, isn't it? I'm gonna die in 6 months? Not necessarily. What do you mean? This is an odd strain of RPV. It only has 1/3 of the usual markers, almost like it's a fake. Huh? I've never heard of a fake virus before. We are talking about a disease that originates with robots. This one appears to be a badly programmed copy. So it's not going to kill me? I'd estimate that you have a 70% chance of survival. If you make it past 6 months, I'd say 100% chance of survival. That's great! Great news! Thank you so much, Dr. Nom-Noms. You're welcome. Now about the other blood sample. What were Human's results? They came back negative. Human is not a carrier for RPV. So he didn't infect me. That's great, but if he didn't infect me, then who did? I have no idea. Here's a list of ways that RPV is transmitted. Do any apply to you? You may only sorta possibly die. It's fine though. LOL. Basically, yeah, mine are deets. I looked at the list. Sharing needles with robots, drinking used engine oil, eating infected computer chips, exposure to corrupted radio waves, putting robot antennas inside your ear. I haven't done any of these things, Doc, and frankly, they're weird. Who gets their nose stuck in an unfiltered laptop exhaust port for over 4 hours? I've seen some very strange patients in my life, trust me. So, what now? I'm going to prescribe an antibiotic for you. Take 1 pill weekly and come back for more blood testing after a month. It should prevent any further fainting episodes. Thanks. One more thing. Is it true that you're the manager for Fe.Line's campaign? Yes, why? Are you interested in politics? You could say that. Never mind. It's not important. Stay safe, Catnip. I will. Thanks again, Dr. Nom-Noms. He was gonna say he once ran for president. Because he did in Game 1. Wow, this is amazing news. I can't wait to tell Fe.Line. What do you mean you won't turn back into Fe.Line? He's too ashamed to show his face right now. His appearance on the TV show was a disaster. Ouch, how bad was it? One of the show's hosts threw a chair at his head. Are you confusing this with the wrestling show we did earlier? No, it was a disaster, and Fe.Line's polling numbers have dipped by 5% as a result. There's nothing that could make this day better. Not even the news that you don't have RPV? The blood test came back negative? Yes, you weren't the one who infected me. Oh, Catnip, that's great news. I could kiss you right now. I mean, not that I would kiss you, it's just that oh, never mind. Are you trying to say that... Wait, if I didn't infect you, who did? I don't know, but apparently it's a weak version of the virus. The odds of my death are 3 in 10. But that's horrible. That's greater than guessing correctly on 2 coin flips in a row. It's way better than 100% chance of death. That's true, and I don't know what I would do without you. What? But if I figure out who's sabotaging our campaign, I'll make them pay. Sabotaging our campaign? What do you mean? It's clear to me that someone tried to infect you with RPV on purpose. I bet it was the same person who attacked Mr. Biscuits. But who would be so desperate to make us lose? One of the other candidates? I have no idea. Maybe I'm just being paranoid, but still, all I want to do now is hold you close in my arms and never let you go. That's sweet, but it doesn't help the campaign. Oh, okay. You have a small question. Is it about human? Because human and Fe.Line are the same person. There's 2 modes. There's Fe.Line mode and there's human mode. And human mode has emotions and Fe.Line mode has 0 emotions. So it's like both robot, I guess. But like human version has emotions and Fe.Line version has no emotions. So that's kind of what we're dealing with is that. That part wasn't explained to me, why there are 2 versions. That part wasn't really explained. I admire your optimism. I wish I could be that hopeful. Instead, I'm just angry and sad, and when I watch Bander's ad, I get even more upset. Bander's ad? They're all over the place. Here, watch. Human pulled out a phone, called up a news website. He didn't even need to scroll down to find an article about the ads. They were the top story. Fe.Line is a robot cat. Do we want a robot to become president of the United States?
No, need I remind you that robots were the villains in Cat vs. Robots? Plus, Fe.Line is a hard name to spell. I think he might be a robot spy. Fe.Line has a history of violence. Here's a picture of him fighting with a kitten earlier today. Boxing gloves? I would never fight a kitten, not unless they gave me bad directions, and Fe.Line is a bad direction for our country. Plus, he has never been photographed with President DJ Nibbles. Clearly, he is DJ Nibbles in disguise, or he's a plant from the Nibbles campaign. Either way, he's going to lose the election on purpose, dooming us to another 4 years of oppression. Vote for Banders. He's not a creepy robot that's working for the opposition. I am Banders, I am hungry, and I am going to make myself a sandwich. The line was, and I approve this message? Oh yeah, that too.
That's the attack ad you're so worried about? Yes, isn't it awful? I disagree that this is a problem. Those are stupid ads. You shouldn't be worried about them. But they're true. I mean, they might be true. I'm not sure yet. What are you talking about? What if I am a spy? Someone could have programmed me to sabotage the election without my knowing. I highly doubt that. There's something I haven't told you yet. Earlier today I had a, well, I suppose non-robots would call it a blackout. A blackout? Oh, robot boy, stop worrying. Exactly. There's a 3-hour gap in my memory banks. I have no idea what I did during that time. It was as if for 3 hours I didn't exist at all. And you're worried that you did something awful during those 3 hours? I cannot dismiss that possibility. My self-diagnostics indicate it was just a glitch with my temporary memory drive, but what if it's not? What if it's something more sinister? The good news is that you're a major politician. Reporters follow you everywhere. I'm sure the news site can fill in the gap for us about what you did today. Why don't... Uh-oh. What's wrong? That's when Fe.Line got hit with the chair. Oh! An odd sense of deja vu came over me as a breaking news story came up on the website. Bander's hospitalized? I tapped on the story. Let's read these other things. President Nibbles signs order banning long card rides. Opinion, put the cat back in Catmas. Bander's hospitalized. Humans ruin everything. That's it. That's the headline. True. Internet judge nominated to Supreme Court. An internet court reference. 5 more places to rub your butt. How to talk to your dog about gerrymandering. Earlier today, leading presidential candidate Banders was hospitalized after being attacked by an unknown assailant in the middle of a cat cafe. According to initial police reports, this is most likely the work of whoever attacked Mr. Biscuits last year. Both Biscuits and Banders have been forced to suspend their campaigns. Someone is clearly attacking political candidates. All politicians are advised to curl up in a ball and hide for the next 6 months. No, this is exactly what I was afraid of. What if the attacker is me? Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it? Chapter 9, in which we do a little recon, and it goes great. I can't tell if that's sarcasm or not. I don't think you're the attacker. We both know I've been programmed to win the election. What if I was programmed to win at all costs? Just because you don't remember where you were when Banders was attacked, that doesn't mean you did it. We all forget things. I don't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday. A bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. I know every single meal you've eaten. All my interactions with you are stored in my permanent memory banks, which have multiple backups. That is what makes this so distressing. I rarely forget anything. To be on the safe side, I scanned my memory files to see if there were any other gaps. Guess what I found? I have no idea. As Mr. Biscuits would say, I've heard of CAT scans before, but this is ridiculous. I have a second gap in my memory, corresponding to the exact time and date that Mr. Biscuits was attacked. My memory doesn't cover either attack. That makes twice in a row. It's a clear pattern. We're gonna say he's innocent, just because I want a good ending. You're as innocent as they come. That's nice of you to say. I honestly appreciate it, but is there a way for us to know for sure? The culprit tried to kill me by infecting me with a deadly disease, remember? We're also victims of the presidential attacker. That is correct and ominous. If the culprit attacked us once, there is good reason to believe they will attack again. And since the primaries are coming to an end, the culprit is running out of time. They might become desperate and do something even more dangerous. Not only is the culprit running out of time, they are running out of victims. Half the candidates have already dropped out of the race. It's just you, Earl Grey, and Poopsie left in the campaign, right? Yes, we should split up and investigate them. You keep an eye on Poopsie, I'll watch Earl Grey. Good plan. I'll be sure to get the poop on Poopsie. Luckily, there was a debate that night, so all 3 candidates were in town. According to Poopsie's website, he was scheduled to give television interviews later in the afternoon. I went to the local TV station to snoop around. It didn't take long before I was caught, but not by the cat I expected. The green room must be around here somewhere. Catnip, I have been looking for you. I insist that you stop immediately. Stop? What do you mean stop? I'm here to investigate Poopsie like we planned. Incorrect. Human came up with the plan, not me. I would never agree to spying on my competitors. If the voters found out, I would be forced to suspend my campaign, or worse. I'm not spying on him. I'm just trying to see if he's the one attacking presidential candidates. You do not understand. The only reason Human agreed to this dangerous plan is because he let emotions cloud his judgment. Please be reasonable and stop immediately. Great, his two modes disagree with each other. That sure makes my job easier. Oh man, what do we do? What do we do? Do we go with Human's plan and proceed, or do we follow Fe.Line's logic and stop? I'm hungry. I need snack. I think I have snack behind me. I do. Do we have any chat boats? That sounds good. I have these little puff pastry raspberry things. This choice is too stressful for me, for someone who has only been here for a small part of the game. Fair. Fair. Okay. I'm not stopping until I know for sure if Poopsie's guilty or not. Yeah. We love Human, I guess. I think that's the implication. I think it's kind of weird. It makes me a little uncomfortable. But it's fine. Yeah, we're crushing hard on him apparently, and he is also crushing hard on us. And what will you do if you discover he is sabotaging our campaign? I'll go to the press, of course. Yeah, exactly, Britt. Exactly. Incorrect. You could not do so without incriminating yourself. Would you be willing to go to jail to help save my campaign? That's a tough question. I don't know for sure. I'd have to think about it. Furthermore, I would like to point out that this is the wrong television station. Poopsie is giving his interview across the street. There is a 0% chance of us running into the saboteur here. Stupid robot. Oh, is this that dumb cat? Oh, I'm spilling things.
Stupid bleeping robot, you're wrong about that.
Only Robo-Man you need is Frankie. Frankie's pretty great.
Well, looky what we have here, Mr. Hotshot Robot and his dopey campaign manager.
I know you. You're that homicidal kitten from New York. Killer.
You think you're so bleeping smart with your computer brain and microphone ears? I bet you never even suspected I'm the one sabotaging everyone's campaigns.
Processing. The odds of your guilt were calculated at 2.3%.
More like 100%.
But why? Why would you attack Banders and Mr. Biscuits?
It's nothing personal against them. When I attacked Mr. Biscuits, I was trying to frame you. But no, the police missed the fake evidence I left behind, the bleeping morons. As for Banders, I think that bleep...
Oh, is this what you called, Christy?
I mistook that bleep hole for you. He was taking a cat nap in the same building you were in. I knew you were asleep since I turned you off for 3 hours.
Turned him off?
I didn't look too closely before attacking the presidential candidate I saw curled up in a sunbeam. Guess I should have been more careful.
How did you turn me off for 3 hours? That is impossible.
I got the FRC from one of the engineers who worked on you. It took a little persuading to get her to give up your weakness.
FRC?
You don't know about it? In that case, I'll keep the FRC a secret. See how you like being lied to. Not that it matters, you've already lost. You just don't know it yet.
What the heck is this FRC thing that Killer keeps mentioning? I'm so done with 3-letter acronyms now. Which reminds me. If you're the one who attacked those politicians, does that mean you're also the one who infected me with RPV?
Yes, that's the second part of the FRC, but I ain't telling.
I am having difficulty parsing this new information. Why would you go so far to ruin me?
Figures you'd forget. You don't care about other cats, do you, you emotionless robot freak? I'm mad because you never paid me for the photo shoot.
You tried to kill me because you didn't get paid fast enough?
They don't call me Killer Bleepin' McGills for nothing. And you did more than just pay me too slow, you never paid me at all.
That is because you attacked me before the first photo was even taken. The photo shoot was not successfully completed, therefore you did not get paid.
You are one stingy cat, you know that? Anyone else would hand over the $20, but not you.
Wait, you tried to kill multiple people for $20? Are you nuts?
I need the money.
And how much did it cost you to follow us out here to the West Coast? More than $20, I bet.
Well, yeah, but I mean...
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I've been listening to politicians talk nonstop for the past 2 weeks. I'm putting an end to this now. I picked up Killer by the scruff of the neck. Killer tried squirming out of my grip, but it didn't work. Good job apprehending the culprit. I sent a copy of the entire conversation to the local police. They should be here to arrest Killer shortly. You called it that it was him, Christy? That's awesome. We did grab the cat by the scruff. This cat definitely has issues. Good.
You idiots, this isn't over. You'll never become president. I've already laid my final trap.
What is it? Okay, sounds good, Britt.
Like I'd really tell you, the FRC is gonna end your campaign at the debate tonight.
You mentioned the FRC earlier. What is it?
I don't know. I'm just an innocent little kitten.
Processing. FRC. Is it families researching cats? Funky robot components? Frappuccino related caper? But Killer refused to say anything else, not even under police questioning. The only way for us to learn about the FRC would be to attend that night's debate. Chapter 10. Okay, final chapter, in which we finally face the FRC, the debate, and the election. Final chapter, here we go. Well, here we are, backstage at the debate, where the terrible FRC that could ruin our campaign will be revealed. Are you afraid? I do not have emotions, as I constantly have to remind you. However, I must admit that the FRC is troubling. How could Killer use it to turn me off for 3 hours? Not to mention, Killer used it to infect me with a deadly disease. I hope whatever the FRC is, there's a way to remove the disease. I agree. I have grown fond of you. I would hate to see you die. I thought you didn't feel emotions. I do not, but I also do not wish to lose you. You have been my constant companion these past 2 weeks. I could not ask for a better campaign manager. Don't lie to me. Thank you. I don't think I could ask for a better candidate to manage. Incorrect. I was the one who hired Killer, and he caused endless campaign problems for us, including your possible impending death. You would doubtlessly prefer a client with better hiring skills. But if you had better hiring skills, I wouldn't have gotten the job. Correct. You never would have passed a background check had I conducted one. That was a joke, Fe.Line. You still need to work on your sense of humor. Excuse me, Catnip. The debate starts in a few minutes. You'll have to leave now. Oops, that's my cue. Good luck, Fe.Line. I do not need luck. I have a random number generator. I left for the monitor room with the other 2 campaign managers as the debate began on stage.
In conclusion, I want those wild teenagers to get off my lawn. As president, I will use everything in my power, including the National Guard, to ensure they stay away.
That's nice, Mr. Gray, but I asked you a question about the public library system.
I stand by my previous statement.
Okay then, moving on. The next question is for Fe.Line. On the topic of national security, there has been a lot of talk recently. Sorry to interrupt, but I simply must speak up here. You see, someone on this very stage is a threat to our national security, a risk to the very existence of our nation. Are you suggesting that one of us is an insurrectionist? That is ridiculous. Ha! You would say that because you are the threat, and I have proof. Humans and cats of America, I present to you a feline robot clone. Feline robot clone? FRC, oh no! I am Fe.Line, and I hate America. I will tell all of her secrets to other countries. This is impossible. I am a one-of-a-kind robot cat. You think the engineers who designed you made one cat, then threw away the blueprints? There are dozens of robot cats like you. Incorrect. I was informed that. You see how easily fooled Fe.Line is. Nobody could mistake that cat for me. My eyes are number 3FB2D7. His eyes are number D7AD3F. They are completely different. But what if I wear sunglasses? Then no one will know the difference between us. It's true. Do you really want to elect a president? Something is happening very loudly. One moment. A vacuum suddenly started. Do you really want to elect a president who can be so easily impersonated? Foreign spies probably have dozens of felines lined up, ready to break into the White House. But wait, there's more. You don't even need a look-alike. Not when you can have the real thing. Error. I do not understand. You'll see. Fe.Line is an idiot. Vote for Poopsie. He will carry on his family's great legacy. There. Do you see how easy it is to reprogram one of these robot cats? I did it right before your eyes in seconds. Imagine what a skilled hacker might do. Fe.Line is clearly a security risk. He cannot protect the safety of this country. And I know for a fact he dislikes tuna fish. No, not that. Incorrect. It is not that I dislike tuna. I merely prefer salmon. And as for any security risk, I can confirm that my antivirus software is... Oh, and what's this on my control pad? A button that turns you off for 3 hours? Let's see what happens when I press it. That is not... I hate to besmirch my competitors like this, but I had to show how dangerous Fe.Line is. I hope all the voters will remember his dangerous security flaws when they go to the polls. Oh no, this is terrible. We gotta revive him. During a commercial break, I went on stage to collect Fe.Line's body. That sounds so ominous. Take him away if you want. It won't help. You were working with Killer all along, weren't you? Killer? Who's that? I know you're an idiot, but don't play dumb with me. You're clearly confused by the fact that I completely and utterly destroyed your campaign. It's understandable that you'd be upset, but no, I haven't been working with anyone. I received an anonymous package this week with the FRC inside. Imagine how delighted I was to have my main computer served up to me on a silver platter. Main competitor. But also, computer is probably accurate. I'm not sure if he's lying or not. Either way, I can't trust the word of a cat who sabotaged our campaign. Here, you can take this if you want. I have no further need of it. Toodaloo, and don't forget to vote for Poopsie. Poopsie threw a remote control at my head. I grabbed it and took it with me as I dragged Fe.Line to the backstage area. And look at this cutoff! I bet this is the remote he used to control Fe.Line. It has 5 different buttons. I wonder what happens if I press the one labeled 3-hour sleep. I pushed the button and Fe.Line instantly came back to life. Why am I not on stage? Well, this explains how Killer was able to turn you off for 3 hours at a time. He must have used this remote. I was unaware that I could be operated by remote control. There are 4 more buttons here. Looks like this one controls your movements, this one controls what you say, this one gives access to your programming code, and... what is it? What does the final button do? This last one is labeled Infect, Disinfect, RPV. It's just like Dr. Nom Nom says. RPV can be caused by exposure to corrupted radio waves, and it looks like I can use the remote to remove the disease too. I just have to... I pushed the button eagerly, only to receive an angry error message in return. Access denied? Error number C2020 Fe.L? Processing. C2020 Fe.L refers to one of humans' emotional databanks. It needs to be reloaded. Only my self-diagnostic reports a security subroutine has become entwined with it. This must be why Killer and Poopsie have been able to use the controller to manipulate me. We must correct the error by reloading the emotion immediately. What do you mean, reload the emotion? An incorrect form of emotion is inside my human databank. I must engage a real emotion in order to purge this false one. Wait, so the only way to cure me of this disease? The only way to stop someone from controlling you with this remote is if you feel emotion? Not just any emotion. It must be a strong enough emotion for me to completely reset myself. And the strongest emotion in the world is love. I looked Fe.Line in his cold, emotionless eyes. Suddenly I knew what I had to do. I know what I need to do. I need to... Yes. I need to give you a big hug. That will make you feel love. I would not recommend... Oh. I swept up Fe.Line in a big bear hug. Normally I love to hug cats, but hugging him was kind of uncomfortable because he's mostly made of metal. Processing. Catnip, you were 50% correct. Only 50%? Yes, I am feeling an emotion right now. Annoyance. I insist you let go of me immediately. Oh, sorry. What if you turn into human mode? He feels emotions. Processing. Error. You want me to turn into an attractive man so you can hug him and make him feel love? Is this got funny? Is that what you want? Please restate request. That is what I requested. Not that I'd put it that way, of course, but I do not believe I will ever understand humans. You are too strange. Perhaps I should delete my human mode. What? No, you can't get rid of human. But the hole in my security lies in one of his emotional databanks. By deleting human, I will correct this security flaw. But I thought we could use emotions to reload the databank. If emotions are what caused the problem, it is foolish to use emotions to fix them. Besides, as I have said many times now, I do not feel emotions. I think you do. You've shown kindness and friendship to me during this campaign. Don't those count as emotions? They do not. I am sorry, but... You're sorry? Oh, you're sorry. See, you feel regret and guilt. Incorrect. I am merely using the word sorry in order to disagree with you without hurting your feelings. Oh. To continue, I am sorry, but I see no other choice. I must delete human mode. Purging him from my systems will solve the problem. But I'll miss him. I can sense that he will miss you too. He is also concerned about whether this is the right course of action, but I am not. They shift into one or the other. He has like a shift mode. Like he curls up in a ball and changes into the other. But I am not. He is a security flaw that must be corrected if I am to become president. Wait, before you do that, I need to tell him. Deletion in progress. Deleting. Done. Human mode deleted. Security is now operating at 100% efficiency. Please use the remote. Huh? The remote control that Poopsie used. See if it still works. Oh, right. I half-heartedly pressed a few buttons on the remote control, but nothing happened. No effect. Excellent. Now I shall return to the debate stage and show the voters that Poopsie no longer has a way to control me. And that's exactly what happened. Fe.Line positively bounded back on stage. He challenged Poopsie and FRC right to their feline faces. Poopsie seemed ready for this, unclipping a second remote control from his collar. But when none of the buttons did anything, he had a total meltdown on stage and tried to scratch Fe.Line's legs. Unfortunately, he attacked FRC instead of Fe.Line. The two of them got into a catfight and had to be dragged away by security. Voters were disgusted by Poopsie's violence, his willingness to sabotage other cats, and the fact that he's an overall idiot. He came in last place in the polls. Fe.Line came in first for the West Coast primary. He was officially picked as the fancy furball candidate at the party convention the following month. As for me, my doctors confirmed that I was 100% cured. I'm sad that we had to delete human in order to save my life, but it was a sacrifice he would have been willing to make, I'm sure. At least that's what I keep telling myself. I guess I'll never really know for certain. Is this the bad ending? But anyway, now I get to manage Fe.Line's campaign for the general election. Will he defeat President DJ Nibbles? Fe.Line says we have a 63.25% chance of success. It'll be tough, but I think we can do it. Did I get bad ending? I did. I got bad ending. Oh no. Whoops. Oh man. Let me confirm that. Oh no, I got medium ending. I got normal ending, but I didn't get good ending. I assumed good ending would be that human doesn't get deleted and we're like together forever, you know? But I just got like normal ending. So I've gotten at least normal ending for everything except Poopsie, in which I got only bad ending. And then we'll have the bonus pathway. So. Alright. Well, that was, human is creepy anyway, so that's good in my book. Yeah, human was a little bit creepy. So that's all of the pathways except for the bonus pathway. So I'm officially marking Cat President 2 as complete, as I did Bug Fables, even though they both have post-game. So we will come back and visit the post-game. But we've officially finished another game, which feels great! So, like I said, next project, I mean, I still have Spirit Tracks and Professor Layton ongoing. So that's good. The final path to mediocrity. Thank you. So the next project that I will be focusing on, aside from my co-stream projects, is Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke. So that will be starting soon. Like within a week. So look forward to that. I will be streaming with Tara tomorrow, and probably streaming with Britt sometime next week. I'll have to get with you about that, because I haven't yet. My apologies. But other than that, thanks for hanging out, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I hope it's relaxing or productive or whatever you want it to be. I hope that it is. I hope all your wildest dreams come true today. You're welcome for the stream. Thank you for being here. I will see you guys soon and shortly. Take care of yourselves. Much love, and I'll see you later. Bye.